Welcome back to Coaster News of the Month. We will look at news that happened over February 2022. On the 1st of the month, SeaWorld attempted to purchase the Cedar Fair chain for $3.4 billion. Because of this, Cedar Fair stock rose 10% and SeaWorld's 4%. As of writing this piece, there has been no news about the buyout. In other news, Montezuma's Revenge at Knott's will finally close after a 1-month delay, and it will be closed on the 7th of this month. On the 3rd of the month, supports for Wonder Woman Flight of Courage at Magic Mountain begin to move, which could state that the ride will be going vertical quite soon. In other Six Flags news, LeRon has formally canceled Fight Pierre. On the 4th, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage officially went vertical. And in honor of the Super Bowl, Legoland California has started working on a SoFi Stadium piece. On the 5th of February, allegedly, Manta at SeaWorld Orlando's chain lift broke. Something else could have happened, but according to a photo that we've seen, the ride stopped on the lift. In other news from Orlando, a car caught fire in the valet car parking at Universal Studios. On the 7th, Six Flags Great Adventure reaffirmed that El Toro will reopen in the spring after an extensive testing and certification by the state. On the 8th, Luna Park Sydney closed its new intimate prototype Big Dipper 3.0 for maintenance. Many believe it's because of the idiotic use of drive tires as the brake run. Cedar Point sets a reopening date of May 27th for its indoor water park and resort Castaway Bay after its renovation. More news on the SeaWorld Cedar Fair front, as on the 11th, Centerbridge equity firm built up its stake up to 5% in Cedar Fair as they anticipate a possible SeaWorld buyout. On the 12th, temp concrete plants were placed at the Epic Universe site and should start pouring concrete in the market location soon. In other news, Europa Park trademarked Voltron coaster Villotron, and I'm not even trying to say the last one. I'll put it up on the screen now. On the 13th, it was a major day for SeaWorld pass holders as a long-awaited Iron Gwazi finally opened to pass holders. And like clockwork, it came out with amazing reviews. As Air Force One went vertical on the 14th, Tron trains were transported to Magic Kingdom from a resort warehouse. Final news on the Cedar Fair SeaWorld page, as the $3.4 billion buyout was rejected by Cedar Fair on the 15th. Shortly before this news, the first POV of Emperor was released by the chain. The next day, both Cedar Fair and SeaWorld stock dropped drastically. Daddy Pig also gets in on the fun as the first POV is released. Other Legoland news, Legoland Das Fund, I'm sorry, I butchered that. It's Legoland Germany, drops 15.5 million euros for a unique 2023 coaster. A local news outlet on the 17th stated the ride was going briefly upside down, and riders will sit on the left and right side of the track with nothing above or beneath them. Which make many people believe that we are going to be seeing a family B&M winged coaster, which may be really, really cool. Also, fencing went up at SeaWorld Orlando today, and is rumored to be the myth and legend Project Penguin, which, should it be real, would be the B&M surf coaster. Finally, Hurler is undertaking a hefty retrack this off-season at Carowinds. People who have Carowinds at their home park, I'm so sorry, guys. You missed out on having a really good wooden coaster or even an RMC. On the 18th, we may have heard the fatal news from Cedar Point about Top Thrill Dragster, as the state of Ohio declares no fault on the ride for the accident that closed the ride. But the park announced that Top Thrill Dragster will remain closed for the entire 2022 season. Looking at something better, you can now find RMC on Twitter and TikTok. On the 19th, the day after the grand opening of Icebreaker, the height requirement was raised from 48 inches to 54 inches. Also, Ride of Happiness stalled on the Top Hat with with 9 riders on it at Plopsaland, and the people were finally rescued after many troubles from emergency services. The day after, on the 20th, the train on the Ride of Happiness was moved to the ground level between the Top Hat and the inversions, and will remain closed till the park and Mock can investigate what happened. Also, test paints appeared on Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So, looking like we may not be seeing something new for the coming up season, as they've been repainting almost everything that they got at Magic Mountain. On the 24th, the Russian attack on Ukraine started, and which caused Europa Park to end Blue Fire's Nord Stream sponsorship. In Cedar Fair news, the farmhouse kitchen and grill was announced for Cedar Point in the antique car plot. At King's Dominion, the third attraction for the Jungle Expedition area was leaked. On the 25th, Magic Mountain had a major blackout, which knocked out all the rides in the entire park. This caused the park to close for the rest of the day. And for those who didn't want to say goodbye, Cedar Point is selling a limited amount of Wicked Twister's track. Walibi Belgium may be screwed, as noise complaints filed by local residents convinced the local government to revoke a noise permit given to the park in 2018, which makes all rides manufactured and built after 2015 to be illegal to operate. In better news, the first tracks pieces of Air Force One show. On the 27th, it was stated that Energylandia will move forward on its $12.3 million investment, which is the Vekoma Tilt Coaster project. Otherly, Cedar Point confirmed the intentions of opening Max Air this season. On the final day of the month, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom's park president was canned for unknown circumstances. In solidarity with Ukraine, Denmark's Tivoli Gardens light up with its food court and in the flag of Ukraine. Finally, rumors were true as King's Dominion announces the re-theme of its scrambler to Archaeonindia. I want to first apologize for all the misspeakings I had in this episode. It's totally to be expected, considering that a lot of these coasters are foreign, or they have like weird names, and I just suck at spelling and speaking. Second of all, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. Hopefully you guys can make it for the one during March, when some parks will be reopening. Hopefully. I may be 100% wrong in this part. But also, let's hope there's some good news and not a lot of bad news. Mostly I'm talking about on the Ukraine front, but I won't get into that. But besides all this. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.